Hello everyone, we're back at the seed field and now it's time for harvest. You can see lots has changed since I was here earlier this summer. The colors are changing, harvest is in the air. The first crop that we take out of the field is our seed corn. We use some different equipment to do that. We have big trucks that show up in the field. Let's talk about how we pick seed corn. So let's talk about what it is exactly we're looking for in our seed corn, because it's a bit different than our field corn or sweet corn or popcorn. Here is an ear of seed corn, and we'll compare this in a minute to an ear of field corn. You'll notice that there are dents that have started in the kernels, and we talked about the stages of growth before in that dent stage. You'll also notice that these kernels are a little bit bigger. So when we grow seed corn, we are looking to grow a kernel that's going to be able to go through our planters in the spring. So we don't want kernels that are too small. We don't want kernels that are too big either. The other thing that's in here is something that you can't see with the naked eye, and that is genetics. So we are growing the genetics that we want in our field next year. We are growing this. So the seed, the genetics here, is going to give us our field corn that we have next year. And the genetics in this seed right here will give us these tall, very strong stalks that will give us ears of corn. So here's our comparison. Here's an ear of field corn. So you can see the difference. They're a little bit bigger. Looks like they have more kernels. Notice the kernel side is different as well. That's because these ears of corn are being used for something different. So the genetics in this is giving us this. That's what we want. Even as we are preparing to take our crops out of the field, we have a new crop growing in our field. This is our cover crop right here. Now remember, we took out the end rows early on. That was the male row that we needed to destroy after pollination, and it would have left this ground uncovered for way too long. So we come in and we plant oats and radishes. Let's get close here so you can see. So here's our oats that have already started coming up. And then we also have radishes. Now, these are not like the radishes that grow in your garden. Oh, that's a little baby one right there. These are tillage radishes, and the fruit of this is going to get very, very long. The goal is that it helps to break up the compaction here on the end rows where we get a lot of the traffic in our field. It also is fixing nitrogen and putting nutrients and fertilizer back into the field as well. So in the spring, when we till this under before we plant again, we're adding good organic matter back into the field. It's just one more way that we're able to take care of our soil and grow a better crop. So to harvest, we use something called a seed corn picker. It combines just like a normal combine. It picks just like a normal combine using the head, but we want the whole ear of corn. We aren't just taking the kernels, we're taking the whole ear of corn. So it strips that ear of corn off the stalk, takes it up the conveyor, and fills the cart in the back. So we call these dump carts because they are literally going to raise up and dump the ears of corn into the semi-truck. It's a system of hydraulics that allow them to do this. It is a tremendous amount of weight that is in that wagon as it raises up. So this isn't necessarily something that's easy to pull off. The trick is to dump the cart and not have any go over the side. It's a pretty amazing piece of equipment.